Get adjust my weight. Heard some echo. What's going on with the volume? Is that my phone? All right, I'm adjusting my weight here on my bike so it can count my calories. 305.2 this morning. We had a somewhat of a cheat day yesterday, not much. We were exhausted. We stayed up all night after the event, and then slept some on the plane, but not a lot. Right. That's all we got here. What's up, Cole, Victor, that Bob guy, do some Alex. What's up, guys? I appreciate it, Alex, man. Going back and watching it, that round one, I had everything I needed. Just some unfortunate calls that kind of, I guess, threw me off the game. I know round two, I went back and looked at it, and well, I knew what I did. After 5 starts in round one and being down 0-1 after having pretty much everything, I got excited and instead of sticking to the game plan, pronation engage back pressure, which go watch very first start, round one in the strap, and tell me pronation engage back pressure is not a very effective movement because he hits, boom, and I'm woof, and ripping right back.
Well, tell him what
that's very.
He told Ian about mine. He couldn't.
Yeah, Ian was asking why you didn't go back and he goes, every time I tried to go backwards, my bicep was open enough. He said, you can't beat that dude's back pressure. That's my dragging style back pressure, not my posting hammer curl pressure, but it's coming too. So, yeah, man, I gave it everything I had. He came out on top. So, back to the drawing board. Got a match in 39 days. I've trained arms. Y'all saw probably the video in the gym, little recovery workout. Went ahead and did chest yesterday. Since I have a short turnaround, my last programming for pecs, for chest, my chest workout was I did 185, 5 sets of 30 on bench. Next week, 195, 205, 15, 25, and I peaked at 235. Short turnaround. So this week, I did 205. I was going to do 5 sets of 30, but running kind of crazy. So I went out there, did a set of 30, came back in, ran right back out, did another set of 30, then went out, did a set of 60, and then finished with 30 pec decks. So the fact that I could round 3 hit a set of 60 reps at 205, just less than 48 hours after pulling Tyler Letton, lets me know the recovery's real good and everything's going good. So, yeah, man, that's what I'm saying. You just got to get back in there and bang. There'll be a path, there'll be a path back. But yeah, Richard, win some, lose some. Yeah, the program I have has me set up to be a little bit stronger in the, so I guess stronger on everything. It's going to be a difficult program to jump right back in with such a short turnaround because I won't be able to start at such a low number. I'm still going to have to start at relatively high numbers on everything. But the way the program looks right now is I can't remember the exact numbers I did on the plane. Don't know what the pronation lift will be, maybe around 212 or something. Riser curl, probably 115. So like just over 52 kgs. And then I haven't ever told y'all the numbers on the static holds, but on the particular machine I'm using, the square tubing, sliding square tubing, adds that extra friction. I will be programmed to be about 16 pounds stronger on that than my last or what my PR was. And to be honest, my PR, I can't say my PR, but the weight that I started at to the weight I finished at, I actually doubled the weight. So did I start out at where my peak was? Probably not, because new movement, just giving it a shot. But just kept getting stronger. And it's something that's really going to change probably everything for me by the end of the year. Because I think I may be close on this, what you guys are calling back pressure, but I call up pressure and hammer curl pressure. I think I might be close to where Hermes is right now, which is, he broke his own world record and stuff with that shit. So I think there's a chance that I can get close to that by the end of the year. So I'm excited about that. Well, I appreciate it, John. I wanted to win too. Uh, the long lever, man, that was so it wasn't the long lever helped him a lot. But I think the main thing, I did not anticipate how strong his hand would be inside the strap. I was thinking about how strong his hand would be trying to keep me from slipping, right? And once I cracked his wrist back and he dumped, his fingertip pressure was so strong in the back of my hand, it nullified my ability to climb higher, higher, higher. So his long arm, long lever, a long lever, if you wouldn't have had such clamping strength, I think I could have walked out of it. But yeah, the thing is, that was a very wide elbow. Right there is the tip of my elbow. So look at all this. This is the tip. This is what came off. But Rebecca and I are thinking about a tattoo or something. Yeah, Georgie's out right now. He tore his left bicep, so there's no way he's going to be pulling right-handed. I'm sure they'll be announcing soon who my opponent will be, and I think that Chicago card is going to be pretty crazy. So excited about that. But yep, we got Mrs. Monstro there doing her bench circuit. Oh shit, you got all the weight on there. Looking good, baby. Looking good. Okay, so I'm very confused about this. EHawk 42. Am I planning on adding any arm wrestling specific lifts to my routine? What do you think the arm wrestling specific lifts are? I mean, that's all I'm doing is arm wrestling specific lifts. No, there's nothing else changing. What I'm doing is working. This is closing up. This is getting stronger. If people watch that match and didn't see the significant improvements I have in the center of the table, then y'all didn't watch the match because I just took the strongest pure top roller, most explosive pure top roller in the world, and stood him up in the center of the table and cracked his wrist. Now the rest of my game kind of fell apart. The thing is, y'all talking about, some of the people who are reviewing it are saying, well, Vitaly just pressed right there. Vitaly pressed me once. One time in round 2, he pressed me. And in round 2, after everything in round 1, I totally abandoned pronation gauge back pressure, got overzealous, hit sideways, and then got caught. Like once I hit sideways, he hit with his side pressure, bent back wrist, and it got me out of position. I wasn't in the same position, defensive posture to be able to hold him like I was round 1. And I mean, smart, great pulling on his part. Abandoning my game plan on my part. And then round 3, once I got the false start, I telegraphed the press. I just thought I might could get it in, and it cost me. So he was the better man on that day, and he beat me. I did make some silly mistakes. Yarn, I did not lost my endurance. My endurance was fine. He was the one in the corner breathing heavier than me. His hand clamp was. I did get a bad pump. In my forearm, but yeah, my endurance is fine. I could have pulled all night. Dude was awesome. He had great. I mean, even though that wasn't his game plan, because he said he didn't think he would need a shoulder, wouldn't need a press. He thought he'd be able to do to me what he does to everybody else. And that's the thing that Ingan says. He's like, dude, you took the guy who top rolls everyone and made him completely abandon what he's good at. So, I mean, just got to keep doing. Yeah, Hot Rod 76. Why are you allowed to hang off the table?
Because
it's within the rules. So that's what happens. I arm wrestle within the rules, The live is lagging, they said. Yeah, it's all good, man. I mean, I'm not even mad at anybody. I'm just, people are going to give their opinions, and then that's just, they're going to say this, they're going to say that. I'm just going to keep training. I really do believe that I know for a fact, every prep I'm stronger. Every prep I'm stronger. Every prep I'm stronger. And there'll eventually be a version from this consistent work that shows up, and there are no more holes. Just won't be any more holes. I don't know, man. Do I think Devin will take Vitaly's hand? I think both wrists might get cracked. You know what I mean? Vitaly's got a very, very long lever, so I think it's gonna be a great match. But we'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens. We do have a possible training session maybe the end of this month. That will be real exciting if we can make it happen. I'm trying to get it scheduled right now. So yeah, pretty excited about everything coming. Yeah, I'm not going to try a 215 pronation, Victor. It's probably, I think it's around a 212. Because I mean, I just came off my best prep ever, like my most complete prep I've ever done. Um, I don't see how I could come right back and expect to gain that much, a 207.7 up to a 215 with only because this week, although I'm training, the weights are light, right? And I won't start back until Monday doing the arm wrestling specifics because Saturday I'm gonna set all new PRs most likely. But yeah, we'll see what happens. I already had the weight before I left. I already set the pronation weight to what I'm going to try on Saturday. I already set my rods and curl to what I'm going to try on Saturday. I haven't set the static hold yet, and I'm not 100% sure. Actually, I don't think I'm going to try to set a PR on pronation gauge back pressure. I think I'm just going to start back on Monday with that, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so arm wrestling showcase. You should go down in weight. A 115 category would make you more competitive. How much more competitive could I be against the best arm wrestlers on the planet? You're missing the point, dude. I'm this close to the very top. I'm that close to the very top. I don't need to go anywhere. I just need to keep doing what I'm doing. But I appreciate your insight. Top 5 right now. Well, I would say Levon, Devin, Vitali, and Hermes are all together. No way can Jerry beat me. So yeah, I put me at 5. But in the rankings, I'm 6 because Jerry has beat people higher ranked than me. I guess is how it works. Or maybe he didn't. It doesn't matter. But he's ranked higher than me. So technically, I believe it goes Levon, Devin, Hermes, Jerry, Vitali, me is how the rankings fall right now. Man, I think Hermes definitely has a chance against Levon. Levon's got to be the favorite no matter what, right? No matter what, Levon's the favorite. But Hermes is training his ass off and he looks good. I'm impressed, We are going to do a live this evening talking about game plan, what's next, how it's going to go, what the next 6 to 18 weeks looks like. Probably 6 p.m. Central Standard, I'm assuming. I don't know for sure. I do have some afternoon clients. I don't know. Yeah, there is no way I'm dominating 105 because I'm not getting to 105. I'm 140. 105 doesn't happen for me, man. I made it once, but that was after being light. Huh?
You didn't go to 105. Y'all just agreed and you pulled 105.
Yeah. Well, I actually made it after that. I've been at that weight. Well, has Gennady done or does he have another run to top 5? Top 5 of which category? I don't think he can get top 5 in supers. Yeah, Ibrahim, you must have just missed it. I was talking about his finger strength inside the strap with his wrist flopped, his ability to clamp the back of my hand, so I could not climb out of that position. Because normally, boom, stop, climb, transition, boom. Yeah, Sagoff looks really good. And honestly, I think he could be a hard match for Medashenko because Medashenko is the best person initiating a hook on the planet, probably. But when Sagoff crushing down on that shoulder the way he does, he's going to land right into Medashenko's biceps. So I don't know what would happen. What would I do differently versus Italy? I would start off exactly the same way I did round 1 and hopefully not get a double foul. That's it pretty much. I loved my game plan round 1. It looked great, I have no idea what's going to happen between Devin and Vitali. Everything's just an assumption at this point, right? I mean, I haven't pulled this new version of Devin, but he does look extremely impressive. The Vitali match could have went either way. I don't make that stupid mistake round 3. Go ahead and do outside, go to the strap. I mean, a lot of things could have happened, right? Preston Nugo was very impressive. I had it. I knew that was going to happen one way or the other. Either Matt's long lever was going to be an advantage and he was going to flash him, or it's going to be a disadvantage in the posting. The ability that Nugo would have to post up and Matt beat down was going to allow Nugo to dominate him, you know. Oh, yeah. So is everything okay? Asking since everybody at Florida Vitali's injured. Yeah, man, it was funny. Someone made a comment. Who was it? Armiz after Vitali injured. Moore's off after Vitali injured or something. Michael after Vitali training, right? So, I mean, I trained, oh, God, 8 hours after the match. And like I said, did arms yesterday. I'll do deadlifts today with back, you know, lat pull downs, everything else. Yeah, man, I felt great. He's strong. Like, he's real strong. But, yeah, I mean, I don't know how this path's going to look, but I get a couple of wins under my belt against some top guys. You know, Hermes doesn't beat Levon. Happy to run that back, you know, to get a shot. If Vitaly, whatever, I'll run those back. Like I know where I stand, and I just got a couple things to improve on, and everything switches, you know. So just gonna keep working. Is 115 a more natural category weight for me? Not at all. I have to restrict calories. I have to eat perfect. I mean, genetically, I'm a 300 plus pound hay hauling country boy, you know, and I wouldn't have this physique. But if I ate like a normal person, didn't train, and was a normal 52-year-old guy, I'm 300 plus pound hay hauling country boy looking dude, you know. So is 115 a more natural weight? No, 115 means I don't get to enjoy pizza, cake, ice cream, nothing. I got to be perfect, you know. Uh, yeah, that would never happen in the history of ever. Mako versus Italian, 95 kilograms. Yeah, we're so far past that. We're both 100 pounds away from that. No, I won the coin toss, and I was going to take the buckle side, and Paul Lynn talked me into taking the other side, which is a great move because I was able to walk and climb in the hit. You know, when we were in the center table, my rods are held up, my height was good, everything's good. Phil UK, thanks for your support. Let's see what you said here. Good morning, the amazing Mr. and Mrs. Monster. Always very inspiring. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you, Phil. I'd like to ask with full certainty how you feel about the spiritual journey. So I don't know what you mean by spiritual journey. I've always been a Christian. I've always been a believer. I'm from the South. You're raised that way here. I've just had blind faith my whole life. I don't understand this path because, I mean, I don't know. But I'm sick of trying to make the path happen the way I see it. I'm just gonna let God take over, let Him control the wheel, and whatever happens. I'm gonna pull whoever they put in front of me, and when there's nobody else in front of me, and the only guy left is a champion, that's who I'll pull. You know, I mean, I don't know what else to do. I'm gonna quit. I mean, like, if an opportunity presents itself, and the organization wants to let me have a shot or do this, or I got to beat this guy to get that guy, great. Otherwise, I'll just pull everybody until there's nobody left. I cannot reveal my next opponent left yet. The promotion, you know, wants to do that. Okay, what do I think I could work on? The same thing that I'm doing. All I got to do is keep getting stronger on this, you know, the static hold move, the rods curl, keep getting stronger on pronation gauge back pressure. Now, the question is how long?
Is a good idea.
What's your idea?
You need to work on table time transition.
Yeah, I don't know how that fits in the next 4 weeks. I mean, except for the collaboration that could happen at the end of the month, you know. What you weigh right now as of now? I wake up this morning 305.2. Yes, as far as staying at the highest level, I mean, the level is very high. So if I can get to the highest level, I don't know what I'll do there. You know, do I want to try to stay there, or do I want to go back to be at a lighter weight? No, people are asking 115 is natural. No, 115 is healthier. It's not a natural weight for me. I have to be a very regimented person with my nutrition, and I have to live life where I sacrifice a lot of the pleasures that I enjoy to be a 115 kilogram guy, right? Yeah, I agree with that, Lone Ranger, but hey, that happens, man. That's just how it works sometimes, man. I don't know if he necessarily hates me or he just, I don't know, man. Who knows? It's all, whatever happens, you know. Yeah, I mean, I came out great, and like I said, great chest bench workout yesterday. Very impressed with the amount of volume and reps I could do with no elbow pain. And then deadlifts today, full back circuit. Um, I think I will be adding back in more cable pulls um, into my circuits. You know, do I watch Concrete Elbow? Not all the time, but sometimes. Yeah, yeah. The whole proving things through Christ. Do I have a good answer? Yeah, I can do all things through Christ, and I will continue to do all things through Christ. I do believe I'm going to be the champ. I do believe I'm going to be on top of this thing. Just going to keep going. God's plan may be a little slower than mine, but yeah, it's so funny that people want to question somebody who has faith. I'd rather have faith than not have faith. So to each their own, but either be a believer or not. I've got goals just like every other arm wrestler, and I have faith that I'm going to accomplish those goals. So there's your answer. Yeah, I saw the 148-pound riser curl that Hermes did. That's crazy. Do you hear that, honey? Hermes did a 148-pound riser curl.
Where are you?
110. Oh. 110. But he probably has the strongest riser curl in the world. So, well, I mean, I who's more difficult, Vitaly or Hermes? My headspace versus Hermes was not the same. I was stronger versus Vitaly. So, uh, if everything was, that'd be a good match. That'd be a good match. I don't know, but it wasn't the same scenario, it wasn't the same situation, so I can't give you an accurate answer. Good morning from Thailand. What's up, Fabian? Yeah, the thing is, I appreciate the no need to put so much pressure on yourself, but have you guys ever been a professional athlete? I've always put pressure on myself. I expect great things. I've never lived, I've never been, um, I don't live an ordinary life. I choose to live an extraordinary life, and I expect great things for myself. So that's what comes with it. Pressure comes with it, you know. Uh, but you guys got to forget, I'm almost 52 years old, and I'm competing against the very best guys in the world. So I took 2 losses against 2 really good opponents that the matches were a lot. If you're an arm wrestler and you're in the know, you know how close the matches were, right? And like I said, they're lessons. They're lessons of what I need to improve, right? These are things I need to improve before I pull a bond. These are things I need to improve. So that's where it's at. Yeah, I just still do my circuits. That's how so I do a chest workout, a back workout, an arm workout, a shoulder workout, a leg workout every week. Yeah, Vitaly's endurance was good. They said that he started doing a lot of rowing machine ever since. Either it's ever since or before he did the Titan show. So he was a much improved from an endurance perspective. Um, but that's what's exciting as well is Vitaly's praise afterwards, and you know his belief of what my level is, and him saying you can't beat me if I'm not trying to come forward. If I'm going backwards, you can't beat me outside the strap. You can't beat me without a press. You know, I'm gonna win hand peg to hand peg center. I'm telling you guys, I'm gonna win hand peg to hand peg center. Pronation gauge back pressure is a very effective move. Go watch the beginning of round 1. You'll see it 100%, just like you saw it against the Gennady match round 1. It's exactly the move that I do into the strap, and it worked. Unfortunately, like I said, round 2, I abandoned the game plan and felt I was desperate to get a pin, so I attacked sideways, and I got caught, and it left me in a not the best defensive posture to defend against the flop press, you know. But it's still lesson learned, right? Lesson learned. Why did I give myself a time limit, super heavyweight? Because currently I'm over 305 pounds. I'm on blood pressure medicine. I don't like being this size. This is not the quality of life that I want. I want to be an athlete. You know, I want to be, now, would I like to be able to eat whatever I want? Yes, but I don't like how it makes me feel. And I don't eat whatever I want as a super heavyweight. It's just when I say to be 115, I got to be real strict for like a long time, 4 to 6 months to get that body comp that I want. And then I can have, moderation on the weekends, eat what I want, and then be right back on track. Adriana, greetings from Peru. Appreciate it. Thank you. If Dennis got back to the top, I'd love to pull him again. There's no need for, unless you're one of the very top guys right now, or top 10 in the world, top 15 in the world overall. I mean, a match doesn't make sense. People can say what they want about where they think I'm at, but ask the top guys where they think I'm at, right? Okay, so Dave, here the way people make statements, I find it offensive on occasion when people tell me what I need to do. You can make a suggestion, but when you say I need, and Rebecca said I need more table time, sparring rather than lifts. Who am I going to spar with? I mean, am I just going to get 50 guys here and just keep going over and over and over and over? Like, I mean, that's because Devin's the top guys he pulls with the practice aren't my level, aren't his level. So maybe that's what I got to do. Have practice once a week.
Well, the thing is that what I told him is his transition to a press, he seems more hesitant on than he used to be. And like he's unsure of it, unsure of the timing. I think he needs to be on the table working on that specific thing right there. The transition, quicker change, just becoming more confident in it again. Um, and he's right. How do you do that if the opponents aren't strong enough? Do you band them? Does that even work for that?
Well, I'm not about to do a band and then transition to a press with a band because it's a lot of that resistance in that one particular angle would be pretty excessive, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. The idea is, y'all don't get it, man. I can't do the lifts in table time. And the lifts are what's showing improvement. I mean, I appreciate everybody's opinion, but the lifts are what's showing improvement.
The lifts are showing definite improvement in center of table control.
I mean, all I gotta do is just keep getting stronger. If I just keep getting stronger, then it's irrelevant, right? But yeah, I mean, it just, especially when you're telling me there's no way I'm doing it weekly. That's impossible because weekly.
You just said weekly.
I know, and I said, what should I do? I'm not going to do it because I cannot do it weekly because then I can't do my lifts.
Right.
Just there's no. Why would I mess up what's working? Oh, you lost 2 matches against the 2 of the best guys in the world, and I was stronger each time. So, yeah, giving up on what's worked and what is continuing to work would be irresponsible. So, we're looking forward to come to Chicago primarily because we want some Giordano's pizza. Where'd Oreo? Did you take her back in?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Irma's riser lift is way more difficult because you're actually curling the weight too. So, and starting from that seated position versus that rocking back type position. But I do feel it to be more effective, more translatable. But I think that's also because I've started those static holds, and that static hold pressure is getting way better, right? There'll be a point where I'll load up. I don't load on it. If you guys watch, I don't load any pressure before go. The reason Devin's pronation engages better than mine is because he loads it in the setup, right? Mine will get strong enough with these static holds where I'll start loading in the setup. And that might be a game changer as well. I mean, I don't think I have to evolve out of a King's move. I just think I keep getting stronger. Just keep getting stronger, keep getting stronger. Maybe I don't even land in the King's move because the thing is, there is no training of a King's move. It's a top roll that opens up, right? I mean, it's all pronation, back pressure, and then it's a top roll that opens up, and you just stay there and try to work your way out of it, right? But yeah, there's no. If I get strong enough, then I don't even land in the King's move. So it's not. I don't have to do anything other than keep doing what I'm doing. And my endurance is fine. How's my endurance at this weight? It's been fine through all the matches, Will I do any more reaction content? If reaction content you mean like reviewing videos of my next opponent, I'll be doing that for the Chicago match for sure. Well, I don't think he's the endurance king, but I do think he has good endurance, Bob. Yeah, we love it here. It's beautiful here. We're gonna have a warm few days, like mid 90s. And it's
warm right now.
Well, yeah, because the humidity. We didn't turn the fans on either. Oh. The humidity is rough right now. We didn't turn the sun on, did we? You did? Okay, great. Yeah, so it's almost been 30 minutes, guys. So I guess it has been 30 minutes on here because I set this up after. Uh yeah, I mean, the whole being healthy and dominating lower classes, I don't think you can dominate any class right now. I mean, the only person doing the dominating is Levon, right? And dominating a 115 class right now, um, I mean, it'd be difficult. I think it'd be difficult for anyone to dominate the division. But there will be, I mean, there will be an evolution that happens where I'm not in the super heavyweight division. I think. I mean, and the thing is, but super heavyweight is anything over 253. So who knows, right? Depends on what offers come. And you know, like I said, I'm going to quit trying to force a path. I'm just going to beat everybody they put in front of me, and then, or hopefully beat everybody they put in front of me until there's nobody left, and then only thing left is the title shot, right? Whether it's super heavyweight, heavyweight, whatever. I don't know what's going to happen, but right now I know I have a super heavyweight match in 39 days, which means I have around 32 days to train and see if I can't get stronger and be ready for that next one. Difference in my King's move, Devin's King's move. Mine's a little stickier. His longer lever puts him at a little bit greater risk to getting pinned. Um, both very good moves. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Devin's got a good King's move. I have no idea if Vitali can press Devin. Vitali is the thing is, Vitali abandoned everything that he's done his entire life in that match because what he does wasn't going to be effective against me. So he had to come in and press. He might be effective in his style versus Devin because he's the longer lever guy, and Devin's used to be the longer lever guy. I don't even know how to predict that match. I mean, 50-50 in my mind. I have no idea who's going to win. Both amazing arm wrestlers, amazing athletes. Yeah, hand and elbow to finger height play a role in arm wrestling. All leverage plays a role in arm wrestling, but there's always a way to counter it. There's always a way to defeat it. There's a way to defeat everything, right? Um, no clue who's stronger between arm or Vitali. Does arm wrestling pay good, or do you work another job? So, for a while, I lived completely off arm wrestling. Yeah, we need a couple jobs. For a while, I lived completely off arm wrestling in this aspect of between arm wrestling and social media and brand deals and stuff like that. That paid for our life. After blowing the bicep, things went different for me a little bit. So now we're back doing personal training and working a few other avenues. But yeah, my lifts do translate 100% on the table. Like the pronation gauge back pressure, like I'm telling you, I can't release it because I don't have the right to release any footage. There's people out there who are still putting out clips and reels and stuff where they've clipped up the match and footage. And I don't know why guys do that. I mean, wait till they release it, right? But yeah, but you can see very clearly round one, he hit sideways, I hit pronation gauge back pressure. Everything comes right back to center, exactly how I train, exactly how I train. Yeah. Do you know what your next match is? Yes, I do. I gotta let them announce it. Cable pulls as in spinning handle, boom, 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 right? I'm not going to be doing these cable pulls, although that's how arm wrestle. I'll be doing these just to work the inner elbow, the joint, wrist cupping. I'm doing wrist cupping all the time anyway. And it's so funny. People are like, oh, you need more of this, you need more of that. Guys, my wrist cup has went from like 140 to 190. My wrist cup is significantly improved. It's you got to understand who I'm competing against. Like I'm competing against someone who top rolls and destroys everyone. I mean, so if my wrist went back a little bit, you got to figure who I'm arm wrestling, right? But yeah, I mean, his wrist went all the way back. Now that was because he was forced to go into a flop, not because I took his wrist all the way back. But I cracked his wrist enough to where his move was no longer effective. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep getting stronger. I appreciate that. Yeah, John, God's plans might be cooler than my plan. Well, I'm sure they probably are. You know what I'm saying? It's just I would like some insight. Hey, hit me up. Let me know what's going on. That'd be a little bit better. But yeah, man.
I think that's where faith and trust comes in.
Well, of course, I get it, but I mean, it would be nice to have some hints. Uh,
Well, I need to go have.
oh, you have a shake before we do sauna. All right, well, guys, I feel like we're gonna wrap this thing up. You guys, I appreciate the support. 191 tuned in, got 64 thumbs up. Before you guys leave, you click out, hit that like button. We appreciate that. Hey, honey, what time are we doing the live tonight?
You want to do 6 Central?
I think we're gonna do 6 Central live tonight. So guys, tune in, and check it out. We're gonna be making some interesting announcements, a way that you can join along with us as well, and what we got going on. But tune in tonight at 6 o'clock. Appreciate support. Take care, guys. Be blessed.